See when I ride on bumble.
It's fake kills.
One time.
Standard.
Baby. One time. Spot baby. Lego. Passing the prime. Them girls, them I come, them I feel alive.
Hey guys, how's it going? So today's video is going to be just a regular old talk through video on how I apply my wig. So today's wig is actually a really pretty wig, so I wanted to do with this wig just because I thought that it was worthy of a long lasting application. So this unit actually was sent to me from Premierlacewigs.com. So I'm gonna read the specs off of the paper because I don't want to mess this up at all. Obviously I'll link everything down below, so if you guys want to know exactly what it is, it'll be linked down below. So this video is just going to be straightforward. I'm not gonna try to edit this all crazy. I will cut some parts out just to get straight to the point, but it's gonna be just a raw video today. So this is the SKU number 360LW24. This is Indian Remy hair. It's 22 inches long. It's a natural color. It's a medium to average cap size. You guys know all the units that I review is medium to average cap size, so that's just my standard head size. This is about 180% density. It's a thick wig density as they quoted. It's pre-plucked hairline and it's advanced bleach knots. There's about 4 to 5 inches of lace in the front and about a 1 3/4 inch lace in the back. So basically like your standard 4 inches in the front and 2 in the back. So this is 4 and 5 in the front and like 2 inches in the back. So it's your standard 360 wig. Now one reason why I really wanted to show you guys this wig is because this wig is beautiful. So this is kind of like one of those complete wigs. It's bleached, it's pre-plucked. It's practically glueless because they did add an adjustable strap to it already, so that's one thing I was sold on. They did go ahead and do like a little middle part style for you so you can see the pre-bleached and everything on it. I would do a close-up on the side so you guys can see it. So it's definitely a really nice unit. I did touch it a lot and it seems like the curls just stayed defined. This is what I call a true curl, not a fake curl, a true curl, if you guys know what I mean. So this is a true curl to me, so it looks really nice. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the lace off. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys how I apply the glue and all that kind of stuff to get the application process going through. I'm popping it on my head right now so I can see how it's going to fit. Like I said, this is a medium to average cap size, so this one actually fits my head pretty good. Oh snap, I just dropped something. So I would say pull it up as much as you can to make sure. And obviously my ear tabs land ear to ear perfectly, like it's not too much. And you can see right here that it's going to fall perfectly natural hairline wise, so it's looking pretty good. I don't know if I like it in the middle part style yet. I'm probably going to switch it and do something else. I'm so bright. Oh. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I do like it. Wow, once I put black hair on, it's just like a different look on me. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and start pputting the glue on. Okay, so I'm going to start putting the layers of the got-to-be glue on. I try to keep it as a hairline perimeter style, so I keep thinking in mind like maybe the ear tab will land right here, so I'm going to put some right here. And then I'm going to go in the front here, put it here, because I don't want my wig to be too far down. I do have a pretty big forehead, so my wigs can pretty much stretch just about anywhere on my big planter head. So this time I want to have this a little bit farther back so that it can look more natural. And plus, the hairline on that wig specifically is mad good. So I'm just going to do some layers right here. I don't have my blow dryer on hand, so I'm going to actually just let this dry through by itself. I am going to go ahead and spray this with a little bit of spritz just so I can make it freeze up a little bit so it dries faster. I did have the got-to-be glue, what is it, the freezing thing. It has something to whatever, that freezing spray thing, but I don't know what happened to that. I don't have any more of that and I haven't seen it in the stores lately. So I'm just going to use the spritz, the pump it up spritz, and just spray. And I'm going to let it dry for about 10 minutes before I start. So I just put the wig back on my head to kind of see if it's angled the right way and if the glue is the right way. Even if the glue is not completely there, once I cut, I'm still gonna add a little bit more got-to-be glue on it. What I like about the stocking cap method and just putting the wig on top of the stocking cap is that the wig lasts longer that way because it has something to grip on. So I don't necessarily always do it this way, but when I want a wig to stay on my head and not have the cap roll back and just have like a longer lasting application, using the stocking cap down first first and then putting the product on top first works best for me. I feel like the wig lasts longer that way, so that's the only reason why I'm doing it that way. Yes, you're gonna have some imperfections when it comes to the ear tabs, but once you cut the once you cut the cap off, you can go ahead and fix that up with some extra got2b glue, or you can just go in with the spray and just spray the sides. So it's up to you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna test and cut. I got some terrible scissors. I lost my good scissors, so we're gonna have to work with this. So I'm just gonna cut. What if I cut my forehead? That will really suck. So yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna cut, guys, and it actually stuck pretty well. And like I said, I didn't use a blow dryer. If you do have a blow dryer, go ahead and use a blow dryer, because if you use a blow dryer, it's just faster. And you don't have to sit around and wait for whatever to work. Some of you guys will always ask me what my hair looks like underneath. Obviously, you guys can see I'm bald on one side. I have no hair on this side, and I have no hair around the perimeter. I just have hair at the top, and that's it. I'm actually in the process of coloring my hair right now, so my natural hair. So once I color, you guys will see the new color that I'm going for. It's so cute. So yeah, that's what kind of hair I have. So therefore, I don't do a braiding process. I don't do anything like that. I take the hair, either put it down that way or just roll the hair backwards. I don't do braids or anything like that because I don't really have hair like that to do a braid, so there's no point. So what I'm going to do is just spray it one more time now, because it's stuck down pretty well. So I'm just going to spray it a little bit just to make sure that the edges kind of stay down. And I'm probably going to add some extra got2b glue. So I'll let this go ahead and dry up a little bit. And you see how these sides kind of stayed down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the sides and then just add a little extra got2b glue at the ear tap. So before you actually make the commitment and go ahead and apply your wig down, make sure that you go ahead and adjust the straps and make sure the wig is positioned appropriately. And I need to position my mirror because I cannot see for nothing. So make sure everything's positioned appropriately. I feel like I'm pretty dry right now, so I think I could place this down. I usually try to start a little bit with the front right here down first to make sure that it's positioned in place. And then I can go down and pull the ear tabs, which are, people tell me that this is the hardest part for them. So I like to try to pull this down as far as I can and get as much of the glue as I can or whatever. So that part is pretty much there. Obviously, like I said, you have some lift off right here. So obviously I'm going to get the other part here down as well. And then I'll go in and fix the imperfections. And like I said, same thing for this side. You just want to make sure you pull. And then you apply the wig down. And boom. So the front basically caught on pretty well. I didn't really have to do anything to the front. Front perimeter, it pretty much laid flat. I do have some liftage on the side, so I am going to go in and fix the side parts so that it's all glued down nicely, all in unison as one. So now that I did go ahead and fix some of the imperfection areas, I'm just going to go in with my rack tail comb and I'm just going to go ahead and reapply the sides. Now the ear tab is definitely hard to do, so once you go ahead and see where it needs to land, you can just go in and fix those spots. So I did go and reapply some glue because I didn't do it the first time. Now this is a video I'm showing you guys that sometimes you're going to make mistakes, but it's fine. So you can go ahead back in with a little bit extra got2b glue and just apply that in some spots that were lifting originally and you'll be fine. So I just did that on both sides. So I am going to go ahead and pull down again just to make sure it lands on any piece of glue that is left on my head. And like I said, you can see how pre-plucked this is already. It's really nice. I am gonna go ahead and put the headscarf down for about like 10 minutes just so that I can really stick in there. And then we're gonna clean the sides off too, because you guys know that those sides piss me off when they're like really like weird like that, especially from adhesives like the got2b glue. So I'm just gonna make sure I melt this in here so that it's all melted and all down, that we don't have any liftage. Yeah, so we just want to make sure we have no liftage on each side. So I'm just gonna make sure I press the wrap. Make sure you guys have a comb like this. This is a really helpful comb when it comes to applying these wigs down and making sure that your meltage is meltable or meltage-y. So now that I have it down pretty well, I'm just gonna go in with my headscarf for about 10 minutes and let it sit. So this is what we're working with once I pull the headscarf off. I'm gonna try to come up close to show you guys what it looks like. So this is the hairline. Obviously it's so dirty. I need to fix it up. But this is the hairline once I've taken off the headscarf after about like 10 minutes. So you can can see that they did pre-bleach this unit. You can see it's pre-bleach on the side. They did pre-pluck it. You guys can see my green markers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cleaning process in the front. And then I'm going to take that powder, my own powder, because the bleaching is not my skin tone. So obviously I'm not going to use powder. But I am going to tweak just a tad bit in some areas, like right here. And maybe on the ear tabs, obviously, because I have to open my ear tabs out, because you guys know I have to do my little ear tabbage on the sides. So let's just do that now. So for the ear tabs, it's pretty simple. If you watch my videos, you know I always have to have the ear tab section. So I basically got a slant, and I just want to get like a little piece. It doesn't have to be a lot of hair. Just like a nice piece. Make sure you clean it up. So I just clean it up like this. And then you get like a nice little angle right here, which would be the ear tab section. So I'm just going to go in and open it up a little bit with my tweezers. Nothing too crazy. You don't want it to be too wide. And then that's just about it, all I do. And then I'll go in with my scissors and I'll just cut this up very lightly so I can do like some little baby hair magic. Obviously when this wets up, it'll be nice and pretty just like that. So in this sense, it's kind of a little bit open. So if I want to, I can just go and pull some hair from this section because this section looks a little bit thick. So I'm just going to pull some hair out of here so that I can make it a little bit less dense in this area, so therefore it's an easier transition in with the ear tab being open at this point. So you guys can see that it just makes it look a little bit more realistic. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do a half up, half down style with this hair just because I really like the curly pattern. I think it's pretty and it'll look really good half up, half down. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cut a little bit of baby hair into this one because I don't want it to be too baby hair-ish. I actually want it to have a natural flow upward, so therefore it looks like as natural as possible. I am going to take a lot of hair off. I don't like the baby hairs to be too much, especially for the half up, half down style. I just feel like too much baby hair is just too much. So I'm just going to make the baby hairs very, very small and very, very petite. For that purpose, it'll just give it more of a natural appearance. You guys got to see what I mean. But I'm just going to do very light baby hairs, guys. Very sparing baby hairs, shall I say. But yeah. So overall, I think it looks nice. I think I still do need to go in and do a little bit of things, but of course I'm going to get into all that. And especially with this line of demarcation that's right here, I got to get that out the way. So I'm going to show you guys how I am going to remove that even on a curly unit. So that's going to just take a few minutes, guys, but yeah. So let's see. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just color it in and do all that kind of extra stuff. Alright guys, so unfortunately I don't have my alcohol remover or whatever for the sides. So I'm going to just use some micellar cleansing water. I usually take my makeup off with this one. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this on the sides that's a little bit shiny. Hopefully this works. If this does not work, that is fine. We're going to use powder and a little bit of oil, which I usually use anyways. So yeah. But I wanted to get a little bit of that shininess off without taking my makeup off because micellar water is used to take your makeup off. So keeping that in mind, let me just get a little bit of the shiny spot off. And you know what's funny? This time, this application, I didn't really get too much of that shininess, or even whiteness, which is actually pretty shocking because Got To Be Glue always does that. So this time around, I didn't get any of that like extreme white cast, which is great. So I'm happy about that. So I'm just taking it off, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the hot comb for the front. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take my hot comb. So this hot comb is actually the Annie's hot comb. This is the plug-in one. So this one actually goes up to 500 degrees. It's already preset that way, so there's no adjuster. The only thing it has is an on and off. I got this at a local beauty supply store in Brooklyn around here, and it was only about $13. If you have not gotten your hands on the Annie's one, definitely get this one because this one is perfect. It does a great job on getting me like those slick edges. So because there's a line of demarcation right here, I want to remove that line. Obviously you can go back. I don't want to wet it with water just because I like the curl pattern for some reason. Yeah, I know, weird. So I'm just going to go in and manually move it with heat. So you can do this with a curling iron if you want, but I feel like the hot comb is the best bet. And you can see how that hot comb gets really close to the edge. And you have to be very careful because you can burn yourself. I burn myself tremendous times. But with a little bit of practice, I've been learning ways not to burn myself. Go at an angle and scoop up is my method. But you guys can see that. Look at that slick up. Look at that. So basically, I'm going to do that around the perimeter because I really want to get this ponytail or half up, half down really slick. So That's what we're gonna go for. And I just need the base, the beginning to be nice and slick. Because it is curly, we're not gonna automatically think it's gonna be the slickest of slick because it is curly texture hair, so yeah. So I'm gonna put this up in a ponytail, then I'm gonna come back and apply the powder and show you guys the finish. Alright guys, so this is how it is up in a ponytail. You guys can see that the perimeter of this one looks super duper natural. I have not added the powder in yet or anything like that. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of Got2b glue and a little bit of tea tree oil. So I'm going to mix it together in my palm. The tea tree oil comes out pretty greasy and quick. So I'm going to mix this on my hand like this because I want to do like a little bit of baby hair magic. But I don't want the Got2b glue to make my edges too flaky. So I mix it with tea tree oil. You can mix it with macadamia oil, any type of oil, whatever, argan oil. So I only have tea tree, so I'm going to use tea tree oil right now. So what I'm going to do is just pull a little bit of the light baby hairs that I had and just make very, very light baby hairs. Like nothing like major, like no major swoop. It's just like little areas that I want to do like a little bit of a light baby hair. I'm just going to do light baby hair. And I'm only doing this now because I want to make the shape. I will go back in like 10 minutes and break the cast so that it's not all perfect. I hate perfect baby hairs. I hate that. So what I'll do is leave this on here for like about 10 minutes. I'm going to put the headscarf back on and then I'm going to come back and break the cast. So therefore it still has a ringlet look, but it's not going to be permanently that look all the time. So when I want to go ahead and make those baby hairs in that formation, it'll already have that shape to go in that formation without adding any product on it. If you understand what I mean. So I'm just going to do some light baby hairs like I said, just to make a shape for the baby hairs. And then, yeah. So then I'm going to put the headscarf on and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I think I actually like the baby hair like this, no lie. It's very, very light. Like I said, I didn't want to go crazy, but I'm actually thinking that I really like this. So what we're going to do now is just go in and add the powder. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder and the number 360 Mocha. So this is the Fit Me powder. It's matte. I usually use this on my face, so it matches my face, foundation, whatever. So yeah. So I'm just going to use a little brush, little eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to put that in. So I'm just going to basically do it around the perimeter on the lace where it's apparent, you know what I mean? And obviously I'm going to have to go back in with my contour powder so I can fix my contour up. But what I'm basically doing is just adding the powder into the spots that the lace is apparent. And you can see that right there where the lace is apparent. Some parts will come off a little shady, but like I said, once I add in my contour powder to finish off, it'll come out and show you guys the natural look. So I'm really, really excited about this. I think it came out really pretty. So like I said, you're just going to work the powder into the spots. I will go back in and finish up with my contour powder because the perimeter is going to not match too much because I do have a darker contour around my perimeter. But yeah, so I'm just adding the powder on now, guys. You guys know how this part goes. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, people, so this is the final look. Obviously, I had to do a huge costume change because I had to show you guys how I was going to slay this unit. So this dress is from Fashion Nova, and these earrings are actually from Forever 21. But this unit did come out pretty nice, guys. I do like it, the half up, half down look. I feel like the transition through the hairline is very natural. This did come pre-bleached, and they did an excellent job. They didn't over-process this one at all, so I'm super duper pleased with that. If you watched the entire video, you guys saw the step through, the talk through, all that kind of stuff, start to finish. So you guys saw how I was able to put this unit down and make it look this natural and beautiful. If I mention one more time, the powder that I use is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the number 360 Mocha. That's what I use to do the scalpage area in the front. As far as what I did go back in with my contour powder just to contour my head off so that you guys didn't think I look crazy with just that powder coming out of nowhere. But I do think overall the hairline is pretty natural looking, very realistic. I will do a close-up so you guys can see it up close. I'm super duper pleased with this one. I definitely think that Premierlacewigs.com has definitely stepped up. This is definitely far beyond what I've received from them in the past, so I'm definitely very pleased with this wig from them. So guys, I will leave all the information down below, including a coupon code if you're interested in purchasing this unit from Premierlacewigs.com. Do not forget, guys, to thumbs up this video, leave your comments down below, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family, people, and I will catch you guys in a later one. Bye.